A few weeks ago, Shaw TV covered a story with Superior East board shops, and we went wake surfing. Unfortunately, we didn't have quite the windy day we needed for surfing, but today we're out here with Vesa once again, and we got the windy, perfect day we need. So Vesa, why don't you tell me a bit about how important the weather is in surfing and why a windy day like this is good for us?
Well, to generate waves in our area, you need the wind. So people who are really into surfing in our area, we track using the website and stuff, trying to watch the weather, see if the wind's coming, waves are going to come up, and then we'll use that as tools to estimate when to head out and go for surfing.
So we're out here just off the coast of Pancake Bay, and the waves are picking up, and I see we're by a lot of rocks. So what are some of the dangers out here, and what kind of tips do you have for us today?
When you're starting out, the better spot would be learning on a sandbar, so you don't have to worry about anything underneath the water. This will be a pretty good spot. You consider this a point break. We're going to head out and catch waves and kind of ride as the wave breaks away from the shore. So we should be staying away from the rocks. So what we'll do, we'll just stay a little bit farther out to start with, and then we should be okay here. Big concern is objects under the water. It's better to surf with somebody always and scope an area out before you head out in the water. You never know what's underneath. Today we're going to try go without wetsuits in the water. The water is pretty warm here in Lake Superior this summer, so I think we're all going to be brave and go without suits.
All right, so for someone like me who's never tried surfing, what kind of tips do you have for me that might be able to get me up and riding today?
The biggest thing is going to be keeping your head up when you're paddling. The hardest part is timing to catch the wave. So I'll try help you out a couple times out there where I know I'll get you to paddle, and just the timing to when to stand up. I'll kind of yell out, hey, try stand up now, and we'll go from there.
So if somebody wants to go out and they don't have the equipment, you have your own shop, Superior East board shop, and they could rent stuff from you?
Yep, I have a full line of wetsuits and boards that people can come rent, try it for the weekend, try it for a day. And a windy day like this, even if it's not this windy, you can come out, get the gear, give it a shot, and just get out there and have fun in the Sioux area.
All right, so I'm here with Mitch, and Mitch has only tried surfing one other time before tonight. How do you feel about these waves today?
They're a little bit smaller than last time. Last time we kind of got ourselves into some big waves, to say the least, but I'm feeling pretty confident, but my main goal is pretty much just to get up and stand up. I mean, it's a lot harder than it looks out there.
And what would you have to say to some of the people that are maybe too scared to come out to surf or just never tried it?
Take a swimming lesson first, and then get up the confidence, come out here.
You got to be careful where you choose for an entry point, because sometimes you can fall before you even get in the water.
Yeah, easy to fall.
So for those of you who are intimidated by some of these big waves and maybe aren't quite ready to try surfing, we've got something else in mind for you. There's such a thing as skimboarding. Basically, all it is a thin piece of wood, and you're riding sort of like the skim on the beach going back into the waves. It looks like it's really easy, but it's actually quite difficult. So we're going to try it out for a bit with the boys, and I'm pretty sure Vesa, as good as he is at surfing, has never tried skimming, so let's see how he does.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So Vesa, those were quite the waves out there. I've seen you catch a few. How do you feel after that sesh?
I showed up with the wetsuit on. I kind of claimed it that, it'd be warm enough, but it wasn't. I wimped out, put my suit on. But the waves were good. They weren't as big as I thought today, but we had a couple good rides.
And you also got to try skimboarding today. How was that for you for the first time?
That was just a failure. You guys will probably see the wipeout on there. It was just, I'd rather stick with snowboarding and surfing, I think, than skimboarding.
How could you compare maybe for some of those who have never tried skimboarding to surfing or snowboarding?
It's a little different. You gotta have the timing right, where you can throw the board down, hop on it, and then make sure you land on it perfectly square, or your feeder's gonna wash out and you're done. So.
Yeah, it was actually pretty awesome. I finally got to stand up, which was great, but waves were awesome. Could have been bigger. They forecasted bigger, but they're still a lot of fun.
And what would you have to say again to somebody who hasn't tried it yet?
Give it a shot. Don't doubt yourself until you come out and try. That's pretty much it.
So there you have it. The coasts aren't the only place to catch waves. Come out here, just give Vesa a shout, and he'll hook you up. For Shaw TV, I'm Christian LeMay.